Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Rodfather 916. More Donald Trump. Yes. No. He's in a news cycle. Every day there's drip, 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 and unfortunately those drips are not good for him. ABC reported yesterday that one of his aides, her name was Molly Michael, got her orders, her to-do list, and on the reverse of that do list said classified document. So she shared this information with Jack Smith, and Jack Smith has another log against the former president. And so he wisely decided, I'm going to sit this debate out in Iowa. I say wise because Chris Christie was his debate coach. He knows everything about Donald. He knows where all his weak points. Nikki Haley, she put her toe in the water and she was successful. So she's going to have more criticisms against the president. And I think other people will come forward and decide, you know what, I can kiss his ass and go back to my job at Chick-fil-A, or I can come after him and just go for it. Because there's information there. It's just there. Because he doesn't have the luxury or the funds to do a tight 30 minute commercial. All of his money is being directed to his defense firm. So he's got to go on the news where he can't control the questions or the environment. And while he's shown some restraint, if you keep pushing at him, he's going to leak. And the information he leaks is not good for his legal defense. And he seems to be buckling under stress. I mean, I don't know where his handlers are, but somebody should have combed his hair, dyed his hair before letting him go on Megyn Kelly. I guess he said, well, it's Megyn Kelly. This is not NBC. I guess I don't have to comb my hair, dye my hair, or whatever. But he looked bad. Meet the Press. He was neater, but he's not doing his hair. A victim of stress. You can feel for somebody even though you don't agree with him. And he's under a great deal of stress. At 77 years old, he faces prison. And people every day, he looks up someone who worked with him is testifying against him. They're not willing to lose everything they have to pay an attorney and not willing to go to jail for him. Not everybody. There's some still out there. And I can see Chris Christie when he talks about, I was the best president. Fiscally, I was the best president. No, he was the worst president in the history of the United States. In 4 years, he created $8.2 trillion with a capital D in debt. Obama is the one over 8 years created 8.4, either 4 or $6 trillion. The difference between the two is Obama was rebuilding this nation after the world's financial collapse. Bailed out the banks, bailed out the the auto companies. Donald Trump gave corporations tax breaks and wealthy people tax breaks without replacing that rebate with income, resulting in an 8.2. So someone's going to hit him with that. Because one of the things he can't do is not in his DNA is to say, I was wrong, I made a mistake. That happened under my watch. It's always somebody else's problems, one of his aides' problems. And every day it's drip, drip, drip. Sometimes, and I'm not him, it just seems like it'd be wiser just to get this over with, rip off the Band-Aid, because every day he has to lay down wondering who else is blabbing on him, who else is telling Jack Smith something, getting a deal, who else. So anywho, this is a Rod Father. I don't know if I'm going to start doing the Donald Trump minute. I hope this country recovers from this. These are sad times for our democracy. But in the meantime, I wish everyone who watches this, or don't, love, joy, peace, and happiness. Happiness is a choice. And thank you for spending these nearly 6 minutes listening to me and watching. Follow me, subscribe. This is Rod Father, and I'm out.